Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats RC1140 or Fixer from the Republic Commando video game. Let's get into it! Let's start the Battle of Geonosis, which is where the game began, with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, there's a hook, a little bit of a window to let some light in, and some tape. On the front, Star Wars The Black Series, a nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories, Gaming Greats, which is just a sticker on there, my friends. Star Wars Republic Commando RC1140 Fixer. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. 4 and up Hasbro print on the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, we just got the stripe, continues around from the front at an angle upwards around to the back. Star Wars The Black Series. And on this side, nice artwork of Fixer. On the back, Star Wars The Black Series, some nice larger artwork of Fixer, Star Wars Republic Commando, RC1140 Fixer. RC1140 Fixer, an elite clone commando of the Galactic Republic during the Clone Wars, served as second in command for Delta Squad on missions to annihilate their enemies in Star Wars Republic Commando. And there it is in some other languages. Number 13 in the Gaming Greats, Star Wars Republic Commando. Attention, don't stick things in your French pie hole. Includes figure and accessory. Warning! Attention, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there of any language, and don't give it to the babies. Small fine legalese, made in China print, Disney print, and Hasbro print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. And we'll take a look at his rifle. Nice molded details, all molded in color. It's not quite black. It's kind of a really, really dark gray. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera, the color as well as it should, but it isn't quite jet black. And here we have his backpack. It's got some nice silver paint apps on it here that overlap to the top. Or, well, they're more gunmetal than silver, aren't they? And he's got some paint apps here on the backpack. And then up here on these pieces as well. The post is T-shaped. And that's because this is, well, all 4 of the Republic Commandos are on the Hunter from the Bad Batch's body. So, of course, it's got this port here, T-shaped, for the backpack. And unfortunately, they also left this just open, which is odd. Odd choice to me. All they had to do is have a little bitty piece to plug that in. But on Hunter, this is where the sheath for his vibro blade goes. Now, Fixer's helmet is a little bit different. He's got this piece over here. And other than that, for the most part, it appears to be the same as the other Republic Commandos. It's ranked right here He's got a little bit of, you know, junk on him because he's been through stuff, killing all kinds of battle droids and Geonosians during battle. It's got some paint apps back here on the helmet, just all over the helmet, and then over here, and then this is probably molded in color, and then paint apps here, and even across the backs here. So overall, very nice looking. I know there's complaints that this body is actually too small, and compared to the in-game models, yes, the armor that they were wearing in the game is a bit bulkier than this. Let's take a look at his articulation. He can look up that high. He can look down that low. He's got some chicken neck in there. He's got waggle. He can do the full exorcist. At the shoulder, 360-degree rotation. And the shoulder pads are on the strap that goes down, and then the arm pin goes through it into the body to hold it in place. Bend at the shoulder, pretty well past 90. It's a little stiff. At the elbow, it's a hinge and swivel. Will swivel 360 degrees. And past 90 degree on the elbow bend. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge. And the other wrist is up and down hinge. Cut where the chest and the torso meet. Allows him to bend back that far. Crunch forward that far. And of course lean side to side. He's got all kinds of hula going in there. Woo. 360 degree rotation there, because of course Black Series does not have a cut at the waist. At the hips, he gives you that much of the splits. He can, if you turn the leg a little bit, he can kick forward that far and backwards about a step maybe. There is a cut here at the thigh. It's hidden by the armor. However, because of the shape of the armor, you really can't easily get it to do 360 degrees. If you work at it, I'm sure that you can, but there's really not any need to. Hinge and swivel at the knee. Swivels around 360 degrees. Slightly better than 90 degree bend. The knee pad is glued in to the, you can see where the part of the knee here on the thigh goes down to the knee. It's all, you know, it's one piece there, and it's glued on to that top piece of the knee. At the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. Now, if I remember correctly from the game, Fixer is the slicer of the squad, which means he's pretty much a hacker. So I guess this extra piece on it, on the backpack, has to do with that. It's been a very, very long time since I played the game, folks. T-shaped post, T-shaped port. Just plugs right in there. And as far as storage for the gun, there is none on the backpack, at least not that I could find. If you found some storage, leave a comment. That, my friends, if I can get him to stand up, is a look at Fixer and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have all of the Black Series Gaming Greats Republic Commando figures as of this recording. In the front, we have Fixer and the BD-1 battle droid. And on the back row, we have Boss, Sev, and Scorch. Here we have the Gaming Greats Republic Commando Delta Squad Fixer with the Season 1 versions of the Bad Batch in the front Hunter. In the second row, Tech, Echo, Imperial Armor Crosshairs, or Crosshair. And bring up the rear, we have Wrecker. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Gaming Greats Republic Commando Delta Squad Fixer with our last Black Series comparison, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and to see how he compares up with other lines. From the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, we have Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. And for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, we have the 40th anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on Star Wars The Black Series, Gaming Greats Republic Commando Delta Squad Fixer, I have to say, I like this guy. I have one major issue with it, and it's that port on the back side of the forearm of the left arm. There's a port there that was on Hunter, which is where this mold comes from, the Bad Batch Hunter. His sheath for his vibro blade was attached there, and seeing as how this guy doesn't have that, they should have plugged that hole. Otherwise, I'm fine with this figure. He fits in aesthetically with my Bad Batch and the other clones in my Clone Wars, part of my Black Series collection. Now, I know a lot of people have issue with the size of this figure, that he should be bulkier. And they're right in the fact that the models used in the games were bulkier. And I don't know if that's just a product of the technology and of the time, or if it was a conscious decision on the part of the makers of the game, which at the time I think was LucasArts. And I think this is smart reuse for Hasbro. It does make it fit in size-wise with the rest of the Black Series stuff. Especially the Bad Batch and the Commando that's forthcoming from Bad Batch, the plain white one. So, a few more accessories might have been nice. Like, you know, attachments that would clip on to the blaster to make it do different things. And if I remember correctly, from the game, there was a blade that comes out of one of the forearms of the armor that you could use in the game to stab stuff, to puncture stuff, to cut stuff in the game. And that would have been cool if that had been, you know, something you maybe pulled the hand out and put on and then put the hand back in. I don't know. So that would have been nice. But again, it's pretty cool as it is, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. That does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.